For some applications, some attributes might be irrelevant or unimportant to some survey participants. For example, when surveying people about their preferences for vacation destinations, we might want to know how people feel about the availability of hiking trails near a possible vacation destination. However, for survey participants who don't care about outdoor activities, it may not make sense to ask them such a question. And we may want to limit those questions only to people who enjoy hiking. To do that, 1000 Minds allows us to make some attributes optional, so that survey participants can choose for themselves whether or not they would like to include that attribute in their survey. In this example, we want to survey potential college students about their preferences for college majors. Our attributes consist of different skills and subjects of interest, and we want to make these optional. So we go to the Attributes page and click on the name of the attribute that we want to make optional. And in the menu on the right, we check the Optional Attribute box. Now let's go to the Customize page. And here we see a tab dedicated to optional attributes, as well as a section in the Help menu that explains optional attributes. As with any other survey page, this page is fully customizable. We can edit the title, the body text, and the Continue button. We can randomize the order in which optional attributes are presented by checking the Randomize Order box. This can be helpful to ensure that our participants' choices of optional attributes aren't influenced by the order in which the attributes appear. We can also set the minimum and maximum number of optional attributes that participants have to choose. For example, here we have 14 optional attributes, and we could say that participants have to choose at least 2 and up to 5 of those attributes. Be aware that your survey needs to have at least 2 attributes in total, including mandatory attributes. So if you have less than 2 mandatory attributes, then participants will be required to choose at least 1 optional attribute. Here below, we see all our optional attributes listed. We can sort these into groups of related attributes. In this example about surveying potential college students, we could have subjects of interest as one group of optional attributes and skills as another. Then the trade-offs would ask participants about their preferences in potential college majors that involve those skills and interests to varying degrees. To group optional attributes together, we click on New Group of Optional Attributes and enter a name for this attribute group as well as a description. Then we select the attributes that we want to be included in this group and click Create Group. So here's the attribute group that we just created, and we can see that the rest of our optional attributes are automatically grouped into a second group. So if we only want 2 groups of optional attributes, we can just edit the name and the description of this attribute group. Or if we want to create several attribute groups, then we just repeat the process to add as many attribute groups as we like. This is what optional attribute groups would look like in a survey. Participants can choose any number of attributes from any group, as long as the total number of optional attributes chosen is between the minimum and maximum number that we specified. That means that the participant could even choose 0 attributes from one group and several in another. If we want participants to choose a specific number of attributes from each group, we can edit that attribute group and set the minimum and maximum number of attributes required for that group there. And write a note in the description of that attribute group or in the body text of the Optional Attributes page. Now we know how to add and customize optional attributes.